I got on the line the rapper Vino G from Chicago. So what's going on, bro?
What's good? What's good?
Chilling, man, chilling. So for everybody that don't know, bro, what part of the city you from?
I'm from the South Side, man. 86 in Marshfield, crazy 80s.
You know, a lot of the kids looking at the videos gonna see, you definitely one of the older guys, one of the veterans. How was it back then over there? Like compare it to now. You know, what I'm saying that neighborhood, is it the same as it is now, man, or has that neighborhood changed? Because I know a lot of the South Side has changed a lot. You know, what I'm saying over
I
the
mean,
years.
yeah, the streets are definitely different. From when I was coming up, it wasn't that much of an opportunity to to actually record a record and drop it and put it out.
Right.
I come from that school, man. We was in, it took stages, and we had to clear this, clear that. You know what I'm saying? So just like go and you know what I'm saying, and throw some auto tunes on there and put it out tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely different, and I tell kids that all the time. They come in and out my studio. I'm an engineer also. Yeah, man, it's definitely different, and it's easy to put out a record and actually profit from it now than it was then. So yeah, man, I was paying. I come from an old school. I was paying what, $100 an hour for studio time now.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, man, I come from the mud with it. You know what I'm saying? So definitely different in the neighborhood. Everything is escalated because when I was coming up, man, we had options. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We had basketball camps. We had mentors. I mean, they tore them projects down and they took that away from these kids. So it's nothing for them to turn to right now.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? What dividing to what's in front of them? They struggling. We struggling. And
Yeah.
it seems like that it's the forgot about side.
Yeah.
Nobody really gives a shit about the South Side. Everybody hears about the violence, and they run from it from the fear, not even thinking about fixing the problem at all.
Right. What was the point where you saw it, like around what time did you see it kind of start taking a turn for the worse, bro?
It just escalated year by year. Things were taken away. I mean, you can really say like, what, after '07, even before then, it just started, escalating.
I
Year by
feel you.
year, it got worse and worse, man. When they took them projects away, it just got extremely worse. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna scatter everybody out throughout the city and think it'll be peaceful.
Right. So, coming up in that area, bro, how did you decide to get into the music scene, bro? How did you first get your start in there?
Well, my entry into hip hop in general was very unique. I started making music at it was actually on my 7th birthday. I wrote my first rhyme on the play school chalkboard with the thick ass yellow chalk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
and yeah, man, I started then, and as a kid, and I had my older brother, man. Once he figured out, I had that skill to actually, move a crowd and move people. He made me study music and study artists and study, different formats and all that. So I just got better and better as I grew up, as a kid. I've been in this music scene in Chicago since then, since 7 years old. So I watched it transform, and I also played the background while the city transformed.
Right.
And I see a lot of stuff go on, and everybody get a lot of recognition. And I sit in the cut. My name is not mentioned a lot, but I control this bitch.
I feel you. So, who were some of the rappers who, what I'm saying, you looked up to when you were a youngster, bro? Like, who were some of the guys you listened to as a kid?
Man, I come up on Common, man. I was a kid. I was in the video shoot, man. He shot at the Godfather. What was it, the Godfather 2 over there over east?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I come up on Common. I come up on the Snipers. I come up on Twister. I come up on Do or Die, Triple Darkness. You know what I'm saying? The Flick. Definitely Crucial Conflict. Bump. You know what I'm saying? Bump controlled the scene, man. I was right behind him. As a kid, just not too far, right in the mix, man. And
Yeah.
yeah, I signed 3 bad deals before I was 18, also, man.
Dang.
So what happened with me, man? I was shot up in 2003. I
Dang.
walked into a robbery. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So from there, I always put out records before then. So from there, I chose in the hospital bed because of my surgery. I'll just break that whole scene down to you a little bit. I don't want to gather up, all the time, but I'll break that down. My surgery was only done on 2 people ever in the history of Illinois,
Wow.
and I'm the only one survived. They called me a miracle patient.
Dang.
I was shot in the chest with a hollow tip, and I had to learn how to walk again. So I had what is that? 67 stitches on the upper part of my chest, far part. I had a vein taken out my leg and put in my arm, or I wouldn't have an arm. So I had, again on my arm, I had 47 on the inner, 67 on the outer. I also had, like I said, I had to learn how to walk again. And man, that was a long time in the hospital, man. And my career stopped.
Uh-huh.
So there's a lot of time I had to think, and I chose to take control of my music in general at every point of it. So I started my label, and that's when you get Crazy 80s Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So I started my label with my brother Easy. You know what I'm saying? And shit, we took control of the music, man. And I was blessed to gain my internship through J Records. A little bit after that, Clive Davis them and yeah, they taught me distribution, man. So I am the top distributor in the state of Illinois.
Wow. Man, that's an inspiring story, bro. One other thing I wanted to ask you, I want to get back to that in a little bit, but one other thing I wanted to ask you, how is the rap, how has music changed in Chicago? Because I got a lot of viewers from outside the city, bro. How would you say the rap game has changed in Chicago from when you know what I'm saying, were a youngster to now?
Well, you know what, man? It's just a little bit of a lack of a substance. The kids, they bringing this new thing in. They doing their thing. The majority of them, you can feel that realness in that music. When the music comes on, you can feel it. You can feel the struggle in it, and that's not really reflected a lot right now in the city. You don't really have nobody doing that real music. Bump came home, and he brought them a taste of what they was looking for. You know what I'm saying? So what I've been doing, man, I'm loading up, man. I got the I Don't Need You to Like Me. That CD dropping September 19th, and then I got so I got that dropping September 19th, and then a couple months after that, I'm dropping the GOAT, man. And that's gonna bring the substance back, man. I got an artist on my label, man, by the name of F. Dr. Wayne. He dropping August 18th. You know what I'm saying, with his mixtape, and we gonna give you more substance than, you know what I'm saying, what they've been lacking so far, man. We got to give it to them, man.
That's what's up, bro.
I took it to the radio a couple of times too. You listen to 92.3?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. You can go online and check it out right now, man. You can pull it up, Vino G live on 92.3. I've been on there, man, over 5-6 times. You know what I'm saying? Just promoting the music without a helping hand, all out my pocket.
Wow, man. So, did that whole experience of getting shot change the content of your music, or change the themes that you talk about when you make songs now?
You know what? It just intensified the struggle.
Uh-huh.
That's one thing about my music. I talk from the pain and the reality that's around.
For real.
I tell people all the time, if my pictures are not clear enough for you, you know what I'm saying, clean the things around us, and we can talk about something different, Yeah, so I always give you the pain in my music, and I tell you the truth, from my aspect and different aspects of people around me that go through different things. So, yeah, I take from it all.
Yeah, speaking of the pain, bro, there was that one song that I wanted to ask you about, that song talking about bro. That was a really deep song, man. You could definitely feel the pain in that song, man. I was going to ask you, who was that song about, bro? And, who was the inspiration for that song?
That's my baby brother, man. I lost my baby brother. He's going to make 2 years this year. Yeah, I lost him. He was hit by a metro train.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was. That song is definitely has a lot of pain in it, because it was like you never know. You know, it's like one minute you here, one minute you're gone. You know.
Mm.
So yeah, man, and it took me through a loop, man. So I had to kind of step away from the music for a bit. You know, and that was my first step back out. You know, just expressing that thing. And yeah. Because if you go to my videos, right, the last video I dropped before that was me and his video. You know, we had just did a video together, and man, we kind of changed the game, man. I had got with my buddy, man. Shout out to Armin Rock, man, the #1 spoken word artist in the state of Illinois, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I got with Armin, man. I had did a joint with him once before, and it did, what did it do? 9,000 in the night.
Wow.
And that was the first time I did a joint with Armin. You know what I'm saying? I got with Armin from the radio. I had linked up with him from 92.3. You know, he was actually on another station, 103.7 or some shit over there.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so and then so I brought Armin in on this one record me and my brother had, man. We had cooked up because the whole story about my little brother is you know, just like a lot of how can I put it, man? Just like a lot of black families, man, a lot of us are scattered around, you know, and that's the shame of it, because of the generation that kind of was everywhere, all over the board. So you kind of like had to find your relatives.
Mm.
So, man, my mom and my father, man, they went through that, you know, their well, I don't know what you can call it, man. And so I never had contact with my father growing up.
Mm.
So I was actually told that my father left. You know what I'm saying? So that's where you get that pain in my music, because I always spoke from that period. So later on in my life to find out my father didn't leave me. And when I actually got a heartbeat on him, I figured out where he lived at, and my father had actually passed already. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, long story short, that's how I met my little brother. I was left with my little brother and my two sisters. So man, yeah, I was around my brother. I was around my brother at least about that had to be a 7 year span, 8 year span.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, man, that shit hurt, man. So you know, to finally find your brother again, to kind of lose him that subtle. You know, because I didn't have the history with my father. My brother gave me all the history. You know, my brother, he grew up in the same house as my father, you know.
Right.
So he gave me my history, you know what I'm saying? And then it kind of, you know, to lose him like that, it fucks with me today, man. It's hard to kind of, you know, I don't got too many friends, man. After being shot, man, you can't trust nobody.
Right.
So, shit, that was my friend. It was my best friend.
Man, R.I.P., bro. You still live on the south side in the same area now?
Not in the same area, no, but I'm definitely on the south side, yeah.
So I was going to ask, bro, like, do you think that this thing could ever turn as far as, like, you know, the streets on the south side, and as far as, you know, just like the hope as far as opportunities and stuff for people down there? Do you think that there's anything that can turn that around?
You know what, man? You just said it. The more opportunity, the more change can come.
Right.
You know, but the more that they have these doors closed, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be this. You know, I mean, you gotta help the kids. You gotta, you know, you can't. It's nothing for them to do. I want, you know, I want. Just answer this. Give me the address of a working YMCA. Better yet, give me the address of 5 working YMCAs on the south side.
Yeah, I can't even think of it, bro. Like the closest one, I mean, we got a few on the west side, but you know, yeah, I can't think of any on the south side.
See what I'm saying? A few.
Yeah.
I don't know your age, but like in my age, man, YMCA, you can go there if you were homeless. You can go there sleep. You know, you can go there do your homework. It's mentions there. I'm just using that for an example.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just one form of the help that's been taken away. It was mentors, you know. It was basketball tournaments. I mean, and I remember Chicago was a hooping town for a long time.
It was.
We got R. Kelly crazy ass from the hooping. It was a hooper first.
Yeah.
Let's keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing, man. You know, it's it has to be help, man, and it has to be authentic, man.
Yeah. Yeah, do you think like, taking a lot of the mentors, out of these neighborhoods was because I see a lot of the kids, bro, like I don't know if you know about me, but I used to work in the high schools, in the public high schools in Chicago, and I see a lot of kids, kind of looking for somebody to guide them, and they kind of missing that, Do you think that like that's part of the answer, like mentors and stuff?
That's definitely the answer, man. Look, I went to Leo High School, man. All right, and Leo High School, man. I had a scholarship to go to Leo, but my coach would come to my house, bro.
Wow.
Bro, look, no bullshit. I failed a math test one time. This motherfucker was at my house. I came in the crib. He in there with my mama, like, dude, what's up with it?
Wow.
But see, that type of shit is not happening right now.
Right.
But that's that school, man. That's where I come from, man. That's real Chicago. That's real Southside shit.
Right.
But that's not happening right now because in this generation, this is the Brenda got a baby generation. Remember, Brenda was young as hell.
I do.
Kids. Well, this is that generation, the kids that came out of this.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And then it did like it's no guidance, man. If they had something to do, man, if you had more programs, man, shit, they won't have time to get in trouble.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. Yeah, definitely. I mean, a lot of people have voiced this to me. You're not the first one. I mean, a lot of people from out south. Like, I got family out south. A lot of them say the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And you got those neighborhoods, man, that just get. You know what? One thing that doesn't help is that I was talking to a buddy of mine the other day, and we were trying to figure out how many times have we encountered a cool police officer.
Mm.
That was just like, that was cool, a cool person when you met him. A lot of times when the police pull you over, you're guilty because you didn't get out the fucking car. See that's the continuation of that, keeping you in that mind state type of shit.
Yeah.
See, all that shit got to stop. We can't be friend of the police if y'all already on bullshit when we see y'all.
Right.
Why we gonna be cool with y'all? And you just said, what the fuck are you outside for? This ain't America.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that type of shit got to stop too, man. It's gonna take a lot, man. So it does seem like the problem is unfixable.
I feel you. Yeah, they actually, like the CPD's actually having a meeting over at Corliss tonight, like asking the community like for input as to how to improve relations and stuff.
There's an example right now. There's an example right now. Why is that not blasted? That should have been blasted everywhere.
Right.
I mean, we should have had they should have been blasting that on the radio and all that shit, man. That's crazy. So how, average motherfuckers that's in the hood, they in the crib blowing. They don't know what's going on.
Right. Yeah.
They thinking about that shit, you know what I'm saying? They still in the house finna do some more shit.
Right. Right. I feel you, man.
It's crazy, man.
I feel you, bro. Man,
Yeah, man.
getting back to your rap career, bro. I mean, I don't mean to transition like that, but where do you see it going from here, bro? Because I had heard that you had actually done some stuff with DJ Khaled, that you were kind of, making moves now. Like, where are you trying to take it from here?
Well, actually, man, like I said, man, we got the distribution, man. One thing I'm known for is putting out records, man. I don't know if you kind of went all the way back. It's a long way to go back. What was it? Last year I dropped 23 records one year.
Wow.
On that pill. So I dropped the record on the 19th every month. You know what I'm saying? So just to show the flexing of what we can do over here, you know what I'm saying, the muscle we have. We also went to the streets and we started on 70 Nights of Cicero, where we handed out 77,000 CDs from 70 Nights of Cicero to the end of Chicago, to where they shot, what is that, the fucking barbershop movie?
Yeah.
First side? And would you believe it was no beef at all? Everybody grabbed the CDs and it was love. So what we about to do now, man, we got a meeting with Interscope, man, and we just trying to further the distribution, man, and maybe I can help the streets, and help these kids a little bit, man. Show them they ain't got to be on the corner, man. They can sell these records, man.
That's that groundwork, bro. For real. I wish you get the best of success, bro. Now, where can people hit you up, man, if they want, you to do something for them as far as the engineering or as far as collaboration?
Man, you can hit me on Instagram at the Real Vino G, man. We also got the blog, the new what is that? The new Hip Hop Music League. You know what I'm saying? You can hit us up on there, man. And we got the YouTube and shit. They can come through you, man. I'm ready, man. And look, I'm looking to do features with everybody. I ain't charging shit right now.
That's what it is, bro. That's what it is, man. So guys, definitely hit him up. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't just rap, he does the engineering, he does every aspect of that, man. So yeah, bro, like anybody else you wanted to give a shout out to before we close the interview, man?
All right, I want to shout out my homie Vino, man, over there on the visual, man. I want to shout out my son, man. I shout out F. Dr. Wayne, my brother Easy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get at him online and what else? What we got dropping September 19th? I don't need you to like me. You know what I'm saying? Go online, fuck with that shit with Khaled and shit. 2 more months, we got the GOAT dropping. Chicago, let's do it.
For real. All right, that's what it is, bro. Yeah, definitely go and check him out, guys. You know, hit me up on the channel if you guys don't have his contact information. I'll pass it along to him, but definitely get up with him, man, because he's making a lot of movies out here. You know, get on board, guys. This is your boy Chicago News. I'm out.